Hello friends, welcome to the Textual Education. In this video series, we are going to learn how to create API with MySql Database. Here we are using MySql Database. You can use any database like Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres, etc. But you have to make some changes. You have to apply dependency according to your database and DB connection string according to your database. Here I am using MySql Database with API, and MySql Database is installed in my machine locally, and we are using JDBC template to work with database. Okay, now let's check the API URLs that we are going to create. To save data, we are going to create the endpoint like this: REST API /employee/save. To get all data, we are going to use REST API /employee/getAll. With the help of path variable, we can fetch a particular employee data. With query param also we can fetch a particular employee data. We can apply multiple query path variables like this, and multiple variables with query params like this. We can use put annotation. We will use put annotation to update our records in MySql Database, and delete annotation to remove our database. The endpoint will be employee/update and the employee/delete. Now the next step is with API key validation. At last we will learn how we can validate the API with the help of API key. Now the port will be 8989, context path will be REST API, and the connection string is this: spring.datasource.driver -class-name equal to com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver, and your connection URL will be jdbc:/mysql:/localhost. You can provide the IP address of your database that will install in a particular machine, or it is in local machine, then you can provide the localhost and your port name and / your database name and the username of your database, password for your database. Now you have to use a MySql connector dependency to communicate with MySql Database. This is the dependency to create a connection with MySql Database to our project. This information I'll provide in the description box. You can check it from there. Okay, so let's start the initial setup with MySql installation process and table creation process. So let's get start. Okay, let's install MySqL server. Open the browser and type XAMPP download. Click on first link, then click on download button. 64-bit XAMPP will download. After some time, after download, double click on the downloaded file and install the process by next. After installation, double click on your icon and this kind of window will come. Then start the Apache and start the MySqL tab. After that, click on admin button of MySqL. This is the dashboard of MySqL. Good. Now let's create our database first. Click on new option. You will receive a text box. Type here your database name. These are my database which I have created already. I am typing here empdb.create. Okay, in my database it is already created, so I am not creating, but the process is same. After creation, click on your database and we are going to create a employee table. We have already, so I'm going to drop this. Now create again. Click the database option and in text box type the table name like employee and number of columns that will table contain. It will take some time to load the fields. Now the name represent the column name and type, what is the type of that particular column, then what will be the length of that column. Now we are creating the ID and this is by default auto incremented. Okay, now let's move to our second column. The second column name is name and type is varchar and the length of that column is 50 characters. Now create our next column name, that is department. Type is varchar and the length is 20 characters. Next is salary. The type is integer. Okay. If we have to add a new column, then here type the column number which you want to add. I am going to add a column. So type here 1 and go. Type here the column number name. Sorry. That's it. Now save. Your table is created now. So we are going to use this database empdb and the table name is employee to our database connectivity with Java. I hope you understand how to download the XAMPP server and installation process and how to start and how to create database in XAMPP server and tables. Your XAMPP server must be running with MySql and